lot of us like routine. When I was growing up, we always had pizza night on Friday nights. It was a special night. We would get pizza and I would settle into TGIF on ABC, Channel 6, whatever it was for you, and I would watch from 8 to 10 o'clock all the corniest sitcoms that you could possibly think of. You know, the ones that end in a final moral or happy ending and then the music plays. So that's what I did on Friday nights. A lot of today's families are going to Meatless Mondays and Taco Tuesdays. If you can take 2 nights of your week and make them no meat, whether it be a salad, roasted vegetables, grains, you know, anything with that mix, or a bean or a taco night, your budget is going to save, your health is going to get better, and you're getting 2 out of the 7 nights really healthy whole foods into your routine and into your rhythm. So Meatless Mondays and Taco Tuesdays. Let me know if you have any varieties that you like to pull. Down here in Florida, everybody eats tacos. Fish tacos, bean burritos, burrito bowls. You always hear everyone talking about Taco Tuesdays. So I have my version of tacos that I'd like to share with you. This is actually a recipe that I stole from my cousin Jess. Hi, Jessie. She was our family's first vegetarian. So she was the one that always loved meat growing up, but now chooses not to eat any animal products. So when I asked her a couple years ago, I said, okay, you don't eat meat, so what do you eat all the time? And again, this was before I was enlightened and completely changed my diet. And this was, coincidentally, one of the first meals that I changed my family's diet with. After hearing just how simple it was, she said, well, I make black bean tacos like all the time. Really? Tacos? Black beans? Who would have thought? Black beans have a really rich taste, and you can get them ready to eat. You can open them out of the can, out of the package, try to get an organic, try to get the can not lined with that BPA. You don't want that stuff. You can do a bunch of different versions. You can from dry, cook the beans yourself, whatever you want. So I like a little bit of spice, and I also like to go and satisfy that spicy flavor by imitating other meats or other things that I'm used to eating. So instead of eating like a chicken wing or Cajun fish, what I'm doing is I'm taking my Cajun blend and some black beans, and we're gonna cook it up in some of my homemade veggie broth. So I'm gonna pour some beans. I rinsed them really good, and these happen to be store-bought packaged beans that were already made. I'm gonna cook them up. They're already cooked. I pretty much just wanna heat them up. And I'm gonna put some spice right in here. When I first started doing this, I used to cook this with olive oil because I didn't know what else to cook the spices with. It just seemed like a knee-jerk reaction. So as you start getting a little bit well-versed and a little bit more comfortable cooking with water or stock, you're gonna find that you don't need as many oils. And then you can use them here and there. Again, it's interesting how it all works once you really get your body to a better place and start eating better. Now you might want to, drain these, get a slotted spoon. You might not want as much broth in there so that it is drier. You can add some onions right into this if you want to cook the onions down some. And that's pretty much all it does. We're just going to heat them up. Now, for our tacos. My daughter likes the traditional taco shells. We don't get the corn shells, we don't get the hard shells, we don't get white shells. But I found stone ground whole wheat tortillas. So from what I can read, everything kind of makes sense. 100% stone ground, and it's got all kinds of different grains in here. There's still a ton of additives and still a ton of preservatives that I don't necessarily want, but this is something that's a very good substitute. Then you also can get sprouted grain tortillas, and this is everything I recognize. Organic sprouted wheat, lentils, soybeans, barley, millet, sea salt, spelt, no GMOs, which is good stuff. So you can thaw these out because they come in your freezer section. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make lettuce tacos. So this is, excuse me, this is a little head of what's called bib lettuce. And I didn't really know bib lettuce even existed up until a couple months ago. You know, you see all these things at the farmer's market, but you get stuck in this tunnel where you're like, there's romaine, spinach, there's lettuce, iceberg lettuce, there's arugula. That's about the 4 greens that I can wrap my mind around. But there's so many more. Watercress is fabulous. It has more calcium than you ever need, more calcium than cow's milk, I believe. Don't quote me. And then these little bib lettuces. And why I like these so much is because they come in this tiny little head, lettuce head, and they're compact. So you can fill them. You can put beans, you can put shrimp tacos, fish tacos, you can guacamole, anything you want. You can just make grains. Maybe you can put some quinoa down and then put some beans down and then put some of your toppings, and it's just like a perfect refreshing. You get the nice water from the lettuce, and it's, I don't know, I can't rave enough about these little guys. Okay, my beans are hot. I don't want to put them boiling into my lettuce, but I'll put some beans down in. If you want a couple onions, I'm not a big raw onion fan. It has to be mixed with something else. Put some raw onions, and the other thing that Jessie puts on hers was some lettuce. And like I said, this already has the lettuce in it. If you're replacing a meat meal and you're a meat eater, if you're a wings and beer kind of family like my family is, my other cousins, all we ever do is usually get together and eat. And one of our favorite meals is wings and beer. So what I've done is taken a little hot sauce. If you go into my other cousin Jeremy's fridge, you will see probably 15 hot sauces. These boys give each other hot sauce for their birthdays and Christmas. Like, that's what they do. It's really kind of funny. So you can put whatever you want in here. I mean, put some avocado, put shrimp in with the beans if you want. But if you can make a bean night in your family's meal plan, you're really gonna, like I said, save on your wallet and save on your health. I'm wondering how spicy this is. I wonder if I should take a big bite or a little bite. I know it's hot. So good. And how cool is it to know that you have this little finger food. Sorry, I'm cooking something else. I thought I'd turn this off. How cool is it to know that you have this little pocket finger food? Kids can eat it, they can dive in, there's no mess, there's no meat, there's no flour, there's no gluten, and you just have beans, lettuce, and what other seasonings you can stuff in there. Vegetables, throw some red peppers, throw whatever you want. That is so good. Taco Tuesdays, Friday night tacos. This makes a fabulous party, something to serve at a party or a get-together, because you can have everything and your friends can just assemble what they want. You can have everything all spaced out and everyone just makes whatever they want. And I know that's something that I'm always worried about, is that somebody gets what they're looking for and not too much of something they don't want, if that makes any sense. Make it a bean night, try some tacos, and try not having a traditional taco shell. Use lettuce. Send me pictures, send me Facebook, send me comments, and reach out, say hello, let me know what you're doing. Be healthy, eat whole foods, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everybody.